Here's my rant to the ATX Open. Some of the things that I feel that they need to fix. My first complaint is the parking situation, because we had to pay $20 for parking passes. And I was going to be there for 2 days, so I paid for 2 parking passes, which were a total of $23 with tax. So almost $50 for parking passes. But when I get to the venue, none of the parking lot attendees scanned the parking passes, which led me to believe that it was free parking. On their website, it says you had to buy parking tickets in order to park in their off-parking site, which was held at a military camp. Yeah, we had to show our ID to enter into the camp, but when we actually got to the parking space, none of the attendees, they didn't scan our phones to see if we had parking passes or not, which led me to believe that the parking was free, that I paid nearly $50 for parking and it was free. So I was really pissed off about that. And then they have us parking in grass. Like, parking in grass like this is some outdoor EDM festival out in the middle of nowhere. ATX Open, you are not an outdoor music festival. Why y'all have us parking in grass? I understand this is the combinations that a 250 tournament can give us for parking. And plus the parking infrastructure around the venue wasn't large enough to accommodate hundreds of people parking. And we had to take a shuttle bus ride to the venue. That ran very, very smoothly. Like, I had no complaints about that. The longest I had to wait for a shuttle bus was probably like 5 minutes. Like, during the daytime, they had like 2 buses running, but the evening time, they had at least about 5. So getting out of the venue, yeah, it ran very smoothly. The whole shuttle bus to and from the parking lot encampment, that was okay. I don't have no complaints about that. Yeah, that was the one thing I was thinking about the restroom situation, but they had like these, I don't know if they call them, like, they wasn't porta potties, but they was like set up in like trailers. It had a flushable toilet in there and it had a running sink. So yeah, I was expecting for it was nice. I was expecting for a 250 tournament that they was just gonna have regular old porta potties out there, like, once again, like a music festival. So the toilet situation, the restroom, that was fine. The water situation, this is one of my complaints. The first day there, they had a tent, where the swag tents are and the food tents, where they had a water cooler where you could get free water, I guess. I never used it, but I seen they had a water cooler there, and I seen some people getting water from there. But then I come in on the second day, and then it's gone. ATX Open, you chose to host a tournament in hot, humid Texas, where temperatures reached like 85 degrees. Water is a vital necessity, and it should be offered free of charge. Water, they should have had like a tap water fountain somewhere in that venue, offering free water, like a park. Like, parks offered free water. That's how it should have been. But yet we had to buy $3 for bottles of water. So happy it wasn't WTA Finals Dickies Arena charging $5 for bottles of water. $5 for bottles of water? Are you serious? My John McEnroe voice? But $3 for bottles of water. But you can bring in your own bottle of water. I bought in one of those big, huge bottles of water. Plastic bottles of water that lasted me for about like half a day. I had to refill it, so I had to end up buying like 3 bottles of water anyways to refill it. But they should have had like some type of water area set up so we can get at least the free water, tap water, from like a fountain somewhere. And ATX Open, accept cash. This venue is cashless, so you have to have credit cards or debit cards. Never have I ever been to a sporting venue that didn't accept cash, but ATX Open does not. The only cashless venues that I go to are concerts and some clubs. ATX Open, you are not a concert venue or a club. Accept cash. And another one of my complaints is food. The type of food they were serving there. It was so disgusting. They had food tents set up serving salads, fish tacos, and Mediterranean food. I'm like, this is a sporting event. Once again, this is a sporting event. Why are they serving food like this? I was like, When you go to sporting events, you have the mainstays. Hot dogs, hamburgers with fries, pizza, and popcorn. They wasn't serving none of this. But I couldn't find a hot dog anywhere there. But hey, I could find some gourmet Mediterranean food though. Like, who eats that at a sporting event? I do realize that they want to serve food to accommodate those rich ass people that are members of the clubhouse there. But this is a sporting event. I come there to eat hot dog, pizzas, and hamburgers. And another thing, they had doubles matches there, but they didn't have access to those courts. We couldn't access the courts. We had to stand behind a fence to watch doubles matches. They didn't have any benches or bleachers or chairs set up for the public to watch, which I thought was stupid. Y'all said we're gonna have access to the practice courts, the doubles courts, but yet we don't have access to those doubles courts. Yeah, it was like that doubles court was like an afterthought, or they should have had the doubles court someplace else. I don't know. That place, that venue, it seemed like it just didn't have the structure to host a large scale tournament. And the second court, okay, you had the main court, and then the second court, it looked half-ass put together. They had like these little bleachers set out right there, but then they had like this whole wooded area. It looked like they was going to add more bleachers there, but it was like they ran out of time, or they didn't want to add more bleachers to it. So the second court, while the other players were playing, when they wasn't playing on the main court, that second court, yeah, it just looked very half-assed, and it wasn't large enough to accommodate enough people if they really wanted to watch a player that was playing. But most of the big name players that was playing on the center court anyways, but it was some good players that was playing on the side court. They should add more seats to that second court in case more people wanted to watch, so they're not standing up having to watch the match, because there's nowhere for them to sit. I mean, we're talking about world-class professional tennis players here that people pay money to watch, and you have to stand there to watch them. ATX Open, they need to fix that second court and add more seats to it. And the charging station, where they charge you to charge your phone. They had a charging station set up where you could charge your phone, but they charge you to recharge your phone. And once again, it's a cashless venue, so you have to use your card, which pissed me the hell off when I saw that. Because I'm recording video all day and taking photos, and it's sucking the heck up out of my phone battery. And then I have to find out to charge my phone, I have to pay to charge my phone. You better off bringing in one of those portable battery chargers. Next time, I'm going to do that. But I thought it's absolutely ridiculous to try to charge somebody to charge their phone. Just like I think it's ridiculous not to have not have a water fountain available. In weather, they don't have no tents. Because if it rains, they don't have the infrastructure for people to take shelter when it rains. So you have to check the weather. Like, if you know if it's going to rain, then you have to bring an umbrella with you. Be sure to check the weather. In ATX Open, they could at least have like a TV or something within the venue grounds that's displaying the different match times when the matches are going to start. Why am I at the venue and I have to keep checking Google and Flash Score to see what time these matches are going to start? Like I'm at home when I'm at the actual tournament. But that's a 250 tournament. That's asking for too much to be organized like that. But that's all I can think of for now. ATX Open, maybe they'll make improvements on this next time. So if I go there next year, I won't see the same stuff that I seen this year. It's going to piss me off next year when I go.